Hello, hello, it's Chanique here. If you are someone who has tons of stress about your cleaning services, your business, or you're looking to start a cleaning business, then this video is for you. I want you guys to focus on this one point. You do not need more clients. You probably need better pricing. And if you're someone who has a handful of clients, or you are continuously looking for clients and you just feel overwhelmed, you are a bit burnt out, frustrated, you can even say resent or hate your business, you do not need more clients, you need better pricing. I was once there. I was on the brink of quitting my cleaning business as a solo cleaner when when I had to come to myself and ask, what do I want out of this business? I want to be able to help people, but essentially I want the freedom to be my own entrepreneur, to be my own boss. I have to make some changes. And if I hate the business that's providing me income, I need to make changes in this business. And the biggest pivot and shift that I had to do was my prices. I had a handful of clients. Some of you have 20 clients, some of you have less than that. I find that the biggest mistakes where I'm ahead of a lot of cleaning business, small cleaning business, is because you're in this business for 7, 10, 12 years, but your prices are still very low and you can't get the support, you can't grow your business, you can't market, and it takes income to do these things. If you do not have the correct pricing strategy, then you're not going to have the money to afford expansion in your business. So let's talk about it. You need to understand how to price your services. This is the reason why I created Price for Profit training, now available in the link in my bio. You can ask these questions right now. How to properly price your services so that you have growth in your business. A lot of people think, or you may be thinking right now, I need more clients to grow my business. If your prices are not allowing you for profit, what you're just going to do is you're going to increase a whole bunch of clients that's doing absolutely nothing for you. You're going to be fatigued. You're going to have business anxiety. You're going to be essentially living, I would say, client to client. You're not paycheck to paycheck, but it's client to client. You need your next client. If a client cancels this week, you're done. And that's not how it is. I just shared on my Instagram stories not too long ago that I lost a client and I gained 2 clients within the next 12 hours. I was not afraid to lose a client because I have such a big profit margin that if I lose one client, it's not bad. And I have such a strong marketing strategy in place that I know clients are coming in the pipeline. I lost a client, and within 12 hours, I landed 2 clients, one routine and one tenant move. So I not only replaced the income from the lost client, which I promise you she's going to come back, because essentially her decision of leaving was a cheaper option. And the reason why she chose us wasn't because of our prices, it was because of the quality. So most likely than not, she's going to go to the cheap option again and realize that she's back in the same position of needing quality. So I did offer her an incentive. Should you come back, we welcome you with open hands. She's an amazing client. We did give her incentive should she want to come back, if it's a price. And because I priced correctly, giving a client 10% off, I still have a good profit margin that I'm not losing. The problem in your business is that you do not price for profit. And if you give a discount to a client, you're losing. Or if that client is gone, you are immediately stressed out, because that's, gas out of your pocket. That is food out of your cabinets, in your fridge. And that's not where you want to be when building a business. So I'm going to go into some of these questions here, because it's essentially that's why I started this live. I really encourage support in any way as I provide you with this advice. I'm going to go up to the top. Thank you for joining, everyone. And for the likes, I really appreciate it. I'm good at cleaning, but it's hard for me to price a job. How can I learn how to charge. So one, I have a free pricing cheat sheet that potentially gives you an idea of cleaning lists, how to go about it, and also some of my pricing suggestions on how to formulate it. And then I just created a step-by-step pricing training that literally helps you build up your pricing list for homes and how to go about pricing for offices. Okay. So essentially, what I really hone in on that training is the first thing you need to understand is that you cannot price a cleaning service if you do not know what that service is going to initially entail. So let's think about any other service. If you go into a hair salon, you're going to go to this hairstylist and say, hey, I need a trim and a cut. That hairstylist has on their pricing sheet, a trim and a cut is this amount of money. The problem with solo cleaners, and obviously this is not, I would say the mistake they need to learn from, is that you do not have a service list. So when a client says, hey, I want to book with you, you essentially go to their house and you're just cleaning, and you're over cleaning or potentially you're under cleaning, and you cannot price accordingly because you do not know what you are offering, or you have not agreed with that client what you're offering. And even if you say, okay, I offer basic clean and deep clean, essentially the only difference that you could tell your clients is that in a deep clean, I just work harder. That's not what needs to be done. You need a detailed list of what is going to be included in both your deep, basic maintenance, whatever you have it, whatever other services you provide. And with that list, just like a hairstylist knows with a trim and a cut, it usually takes an hour to do that. It usually takes 30 minutes to do that. So then the hairstylist knows how much time to allocate, and then they then know how much to incentivize their time for that service. That's what you need to do. In my free pricing cheat sheet, I give you an estimate of how long my cleaning for my basic and deep clean typically takes. You could use the formula in that pricing cheat sheet completely free, and you can kind of formulate what that looks like to you. What I've noticed, and I still get questions on how to do that for a specific business. That's why I made the full training that breaks down exactly how I built out that pricing cheat sheet so that you could replicate it for your own business. And then I also offer you, if you pay for that training and you build out your pricing cheat sheet and you submit it to me, I will offer you a free audit on that cheat sheet. So I do everything to support you. You just have to do the work. You do the work, you get the training, you do the work, and I will then also give you feedback on the pricing cheat sheet that you've actually submitted, so that you are more confident doing so. So essentially, it all really stems down on what your services are, how long it takes. You have to compensate how much that compensate your time for that service, and then you add on your profit and your expenses percentage, because not only do you have to cover your labor, you have to have a profit, and then you have to have a expenses coverage on that. Every successful business is the same way. If you buy a shirt in the Gap for $20, the Gap did not buy that shirt for $20. The Gap probably paid $5 for that shirt and had to have a markup so they have profit. It's the same for your cleaning business. This is why I'm all about transforming the solo cleaner into a business owner, because we have to shift our mindset to understand we're not only here for our own living. If you want to transition to a business owner, there are other aspects of your business that needs to be covered, and it really stems from the pricing. When you understand, cover your pricing, you can then build up on that. Let's get into the next question. I possibly answered a lot of them in that segment. I just started 2 weeks ago. Alyssa, congratulations. I've had clients and they've rated 5-star. How do I find more? So I always say stick to what works for you. There's so many ways to find clients. And then it also depends on where you are in your business and how much time you can put in and your preferences. For me, because I am a content creator in addition to a mentor, it's just easier for me to market via online. So I do a lot of cold calling, a lot of cold emailing. I do now recently dabbling into Google Ads. I do not suggest that just starting out. You don't need to put in that money because I have the income. I price correctly. I have enough extra income to do ads right now. But when I first started, it was consistently on Instagram, consistently reaching on Facebook. I actually still do that to this day. So those are things. How you got those clients double down on that. And then you can add on another marketing tunnel, a marketing platform, and then analyze that. How's that working? I realized that Facebook and Instagram ads just didn't work for me. I didn't want to even take the time to analyze that. It didn't. Some people get clients off Instagram and Facebook ads. I find Google ads is more profitable for me. Okay, so it all depends on what you've analyzed and kind of dibble dabble on it and all these things. I've done, I went done door to door, sorry, not door to door, like business to business, handing out my flyers. You can't really tell unless they call and say, hey, I seen your flyer at my business or whatnot. Should that work? I've done that just to get even just brand awareness. I've done lawn signs, putting that out. I've actually had someone call me and say, hey, I saw your sign on the side of X, Y, and Z intersection. That's when I note down that intersection is as lucrative. I would then put another sign there. Should it go down? Like every season, every summer season here in Canada, we have like winters, probably not the best time to put lawn signs. So that's when I know, okay, this intersection worked well. So you have to just analyze your business, especially as you start out the first 2 weeks. Alyssa, this is the time you're going to experiment. I don't want you to knock off a marketing platform and you only did it for 2 weeks, you only did it for 60 days. This is your business, it's longevity. You have to analyze and see what works in the long term. You might see a few clients on Facebook and more clients on Instagram. So then double down on Instagram. Might see a lot of people calling from your My Google business account. Okay, that means you need to bump up your SEO because that seems to be working. Okay, take the time to analyze and be strategic. Just don't quit. You really need to learn these things and pursue on. And for those of you on YouTube, on my Facebook group, ask questions freely in regards to pricing correctly. My main point here is your problem is probably not more clients. It is more at better pricing. Better price your service. If you have low-end clients, you are just penny pinching. You're going to resent your business. You're not going to have enough to expand in your business. It takes money to make money. And in that case, you have to price for profit. I'm going to always say price for profit. You're not just covering your labor or your team's labor. You need to put additional on your services to price for profit as a business owner. Hey, Sandra, when running Google ads, do they charge per keyword? So typically it's charged per click. So they will have you as a minimum or recommended weekly budget, and then you pay monthly, and it's per click, and it's also per impressions. So if again, I'm also exploring it. I'm not an expert on it. I'm exploring this. It's been 2.5 months with it so far. So what I noticed is that it's not like Instagram when you're only a click and it's like a cent. Your ad could be running, and even the impressions, like you have like a couple dollars a day if there's no click. And obviously when there's a click, it jumps like an extra $3. That's what it with Google. Again, I want to reiterate, I did not go into any paid ads until the 4th year of my business. That's really mainly, again, I'm going to share my experience. That's really mainly because I didn't have an initial startup cost. I couldn't afford ads, especially if I didn't understand the ROI on it. So I use and market free marketing. I do have an online marketing training as well as the price for profit training. Everything that I did in my business, I literally package it up in trainings. They're all in my link in my bio description box for YouTube. So I use Instagram, Facebook, and my business to Google account. I promise you, if you are not getting clients from either of those platforms, is it because you're not doing it well? I show you exactly how I use those platforms and got clients. I've got my post-construction cleans from Instagram, reaching out to people. I've had people see me on the first, I engaged with them, and on that first engagement, booked me for routine cleaning. It has to do with what I post, how often I post, and how I reach out to the clients, okay? And I share all of that in my trainings. Calvin, this is very helpful because I'm starting off. I really appreciate it. I hope that everything I say is valuable. Everything I say is what I do. Clean Moto, if you're 100% new to Windows, what's the best way to price? Okay, with my business, we really typically focus on the actual inside, not essentially windows. I'm not too sure if you're a window cleaning service. I can't speak on the pricing on that. I cannot, because when it comes to cleaning a home, we only add additional $4. So I'm not too sure how it would be if you're just cleaning the windows. I would suggest to find someone who's in window cleaning to help you with that. And then our when it comes to cleaning home cleaners, we don't do the sensitiveness of what potentially a window cleaner would do when they take out the actual windows and do all that screen cleaning and the procedures. We don't technically do that, and actually communicate to my clients that we are not specialized in window cleaning. We can you do the squeegee, but to say screen doors, tracks, and like literally take out the window, that's not what we're specialized to. I would actually refer them to a professional window cleaning services. And guys, please be honest with your clients. If you cannot do something, do not just show up. I did that with carpet cleaning once. But when it comes to your insurance and you breaking a window, I'm not playing with that. So I let them know, and that's why I put in my agreement that they understand that. So should anything happen, that's on them. And if like I highly recommend, and I do have like vendors of other people in my area that I trust, and I suggest like reach out to this cleaning service. They do a good job. We do not. Like, and by all means, should we want to learn to do that? Sure. I just want to focus on specializing what I do right now, and then maybe I'll do window cleaning, but that's not my niche, and I'm okay with that. I have almost 200 clients, but I need so many more. Okay. Are you, I don't know what to say to that. Congratulations. For those of you in this, the main point is you don't need clients, you need pricing. Is because you are not pricing correctly, and more clients you have, you still not, you're just barely making it. You're not making the bank because you need your pricing to be correct, to be corrected. So congratulations, Casa. Continue with your 2,200 clients and your successful business. I wish that all of us reach there. You're welcome. Okay, how do I join your mentoring program? Everything's in the link in bio. You have, depends on where you are in your business. For someone who's just starting out, I would say under a year, and it's really hard for you to get clients. You probably have like 5, 10 clients. Then I suggest you go into the full cleaning boss accelerator course that starts with how to register, down to how to get cleaning commercial clients, to how to keep your clients happy, down to how to train your clients, down to how to clean. Every aspect of your cleaning business. Plus, it includes access to the Facebook private group. So any additional questions that you have, you will have access to that. For someone who has been in business for a bit and is just like, okay, I have a few staff, I'm just getting to hiring, or I'm going from home to commercial. I need strategies. I need to work with my marketing. I need more insight on how to increase my prices. Then I suggest that you book a one-on-one strategy call where we strategize where you are in your business and how to get to the next level. You possibly need a second eye on your business. It's only you or it's one other person, and you need someone who's also in the industry. Then you could book a one-on-one call with me. And then should you just want the trainings, then there's trainings you could also get too. But those are the two things. Learning via training is one thing. You're always going to have questions, and when you have the ability to access the mentor, to have assurance, have a peace of mind, then that's essentially priceless, because you don't want to be taking information and just still doing it, implementing it incorrectly for your business, where a mentor will help you kind of get clarity around that. Um, I don't want to mess up her name, but Francine. I'm still doing my research on how to start. Definitely do research. Just like any other business for everyone, you're always going to continuously be doing research. I think the most successful entrepreneurs, most successful business owners is that they don't know it all. They're willing to take the step and learn as you go. And I don't care where you are in your business. You could be in business for 10, 15, 20, 40 years. There's always something to learn and there's always research needs to be done. Obviously, if you're in business for 20, 50 years, you have the money to pay for other people to do the research. But definitely, you most likely know enough to start, to be honest with you. And even with my TikTok and YouTube's alone, I've had people testify just by watching my TikToks, 30-second videos, they've got clients. So initially, your two most important things when just starting is you need your client and you need to market. There's nothing else to really research. Market yourself to get a client. When someone says, "Hey, I'm interested," your next problem is, okay, how to price it. Got your price? Okay, what I provide. Now you need to know what your service is. Like you can do that step by step. I think the biggest mistake, which I didn't do, was I seen someone got all their cleaning supplies before their first client. And me being someone who's been in this business, I'm like, how the heck do you know that any of your clients potentially need this to be like done? Like if you have, let's say I'm looking at my thing right here, you have wood oil restoration products, and your first client just needs their tub clean. You just bought products that you don't need as of yet, where you could put that towards finding the client, which is possibly getting your business card, going out there, getting your clients. What if your first client is actually commercial cleaning and they just need you to empty their garbage and all purpose and dust and disinfect? You just got wood cleaning supplies for no reason. So get your client first, market client, and everything will just go. You'll then know what your next step is by your first step. But if you don't take your first step, you're just guessing what the next step is. Hopefully that makes sense. But Francine, I really encourage you. You're probably doing really great work research. Let's get into it. Yeah, it took experience for me to realize I don't ever want to do kitchen commercial cleaning ever. And the way I got that experience is that I was doing Uber one day and it was a new business. And I said, "Hey, I also have a cleaning business. Do you want me to clean for you?" Like, I just put myself out there. It's like, cool. For him, it was like exchange of like free food. So I just got free food. I'm like, I'm practicing. I've never done this before. So I'm going in the kitchen, I'm cleaning, I'm getting free food. I probably did it twice. I said, never again. I do not want to do cleaning, commercial kitchen, and I don't want to learn how to train a staff. I just don't want to do. I knew that from then. Okay, it took experience for me to realize. I probably could have researched and seen how much money I could have made in kitchen commercial cleaning, but until I cleaned that kitchen and realized it's not worth it, like get the experience. How do you get leads? User 7827. If you're still on the live, hopefully you got the answer from there. But there's tons of way of getting leads. Essentially, it's marketing your business, and you can market it free. I have a training on that, and then there's marketing Google. First 4 year of my business was 98% free. I set up my business to Google account. People found me there. I had a website, so I built. The only reason why I had a website was to build up my SEO, search engine optimization, so people can find my website on that platform. And because I have the experience on marketing, I knew how to do that by myself, so I didn't have to pay too much to do all that. And then Facebook, Instagram, consistently posting, reaching out, putting myself out there, telling my friends and family, always posting everywhere. Spoke about it all the time. That's how I got leads. And then from when you get your first few leads, it's then word of mouth that really trickles in. I allow clients to have incentives, whether it be discount, free services, things of that nature, if they referred me. Okay, have a referral program all the time. How do I get the pricing cheat sheet for commercial cleaning? Is the base quote per day or per week? Hey, I did get the, okay. So you do have the pricing cheat sheet. And this is why, Erica, I do suggest that you get the pricing training, because, and then obviously through experience, you're gonna kind of know that for everyone, the commercial cleaning square footage is per week, right? And then that, when you get that, you times that by the square footage, you get that, that's a per month. So once per week, you will, I don't know how to explain it without talking about it. So let's say the square footage is 2,000 and the square footage amount is, I think it's 20 cents. So then I will put for once a week, 20 cents times 2,000, let's say it's $300. That means you're going to charge the client about $300 for once per week. Note, clean, and this is office, okay? I will not use, you have to do your research. I've done the research per office. Commercial is obviously huge. You could do a warehouse, you could do a gym, and so forth and so on. This is really speaking to office. To clean an office of 2,000 square foot, less than an hour, 45 minutes top. That's base. That's if the client does not want, it doesn't need you to provide equipment. They already have their cleaning stuff. All you're doing is you're putting a staff in that environment, and they're just dusting, sweeping, cleaning the surfaces. Don't even touch the desk. Change the garbage, sweep, mop. I've done a 2,500 square foot office, 4 rooms, probably 25 garbages, out by 45 minutes. I'm getting paid $75 an hour, okay? Or more. So yeah, that's minimum. Okay, that's what that pricing sheet will break down. And again, in the full pricing training, I explain that and what that would look like for you. And again, if you build out your pricing cheat sheet after you purchase the training, I will then also give you complimentary advice via email should you show me that pricing chart that you've done the work. I will then continue to help you out. Cass, I'm located, if you're still on the live by now, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. How do you approach raising price to clients? Okay, I'll give you my suggestion and I'll give you through my experience. And then I'm also going to give you the pros and cons of raising your prices. For those of you who have been continuously, I don't know, Paris, I don't know if you are a private cleaner. Actually, someone asked me what's the difference between a private cleaner and a solo cleaner. Essentially, a private cleaner is not registered. It's just a private, someone calls you privately and they just come in and you clean, okay? Those are typically hourly. So if you're a private cleaner, I cannot speak on raising your prices because you don't essentially have the reason to do that, okay? Especially if you already market yourself as a private cleaner, you're gonna have to just reposition yourself as a cleaning business owner. What I call a solo cleaner is that you have in a registered business, you're just by yourself, okay? You want to now become an established organization, so you have staff or you have contractors with you. Now, explaining that, I'm gonna let you know how I raise my prices from a solo cleaner who actually, I would say I promoted myself as a private cleaner and I accepted clients with them thinking that I was a private cleaner and not an established cleaning business. That's where I became to present my business. How do you approach raising your prices if you made the mistake like I did and you're getting paid hourly? And in my case, I had clients, I'm started to clean a home. I'm getting more familiar with the home. It takes me 3 hours instead of 5 hours. And I had a client come to me and say, it's actually taking you 3 hours now. I think I'm paying you too much. That's a no. If your client is comfortable to say that, you've positioned yourself as a private cleaner, and that was my red flag, okay? How do you now raise your price? The reality is you're going to give your clients 30 days notice. There maybe I've seen people say just leave them as they are. Where I was in my business, I resented coming to these people's property. I don't want that, okay? I have to be compensated in a way that I just not why I started a business. So I was okay to go ahead and give these people their notice. 30 days notice professionally. I do provide templates should you want templates in my pricing, sales templates. Okay. All my link in my bio, 30 days. This is the notice. I don't really talk about like, oh, prices rising. That's not the case essentially. I just let them know for their benefit, we are expanding in our business and our services so that you are getting the best service. Hence why in 30 days, we will have new recalculations for your property. Would you like to move forward with our services? You give them the opportunity to say yes or no. And they'll say, how much is going to be now? And you then price using the price for profit training, and you're going to give them the new prices. The reality is some people are not going to be happy, okay, because you've already marketed yourself in a cheap, affordable cleaning service, or you are a private cleaner. So for them, essentially, they actually couldn't afford it, and that just means that they were never your ideal client, so they fizzle off, and that's fine. For me, I was okay to lose clients, but it's really I probably not. I lost one client. At that time, I had 7 clients. I lost 1 client, and everyone else was happy because I provided great service, hassle-free. I showed up, showed professionalism. There was no need, and I just, I had good people. I don't know. Lost 1 client, and then that's fine. You give them the new price, and then from there, that's how I learned to have service policies. So then from there, all my service policy and all my clients from there then on out would sign off to my service policies. And in my service policy, I state that cleaning services has the right to recalculate your service fees every 6 months to 12 months, giving me the opportunity and the rights to then let them know prices are going to be increasing in the next 6 months, 12 months, or any time I want to, because I sign off that I have the rights to do so. Right? If you do not have that boundary in place, if you don't have that service policy in place, it's really hard to argue. If someone says, no, I can't believe it, then that's the loss that you have to take. But then it's better to see people go in your business and have the opportunity to make room for people that's going to pay, then do so. Okay, that's how I go about raising prices on clients as a registered business. As a private cleaner, I can't speak on that. Because that's just not where I am, and that may be difficult because of your circumstances as a private cleaner. Okay, for those of you on YouTube and Facebook, I'm actually going to end it off because I don't want the live to be like 45 minutes. So I'm just going to end it off here. If you have any questions, be sure to check the description box. I'm going to have all the tools that I spoke about. See you next week. Thank you so much. Subscribe.